Apparently I'm live. Let me just see if I can get the page up on the other thing. Manage. Why does that say upcoming? That makes no sense. I don't understand this one bit. Oh yes, the reason I'm being really quiet is because my mum is currently taking calls in the next room because she works for a call center. Now I'm just going to watch myself so I can see any comments that come up, and we're just gonna create a new world. I'll turn the cheats on just for convenience sake. Now let's do let's do a negative number. Yeah, let's see what that makes. I went to the bonus chest. Let's call it Cat is cat. Another reason I'm live streaming this, I'm working on a commission short for Precious Planet, also known as My Dad. I am getting paid for it. I'm currently in the storyboarding process. I'm suddenly up to 39 subscribers. I'm nearly at 40 subscribers. Last time I checked I was at 36 or 35 or at one point 34 recently, but now 39. Is YouTube pulling my leg? Because that makes me happy that I've got at least a couple more subs. Alright, I've got all the trees here in this area. Gathered apple. Doing the same stuff we normally do in Minecraft. Do. Come here.
Look at your sheep.
Anyway. I'm sorry I couldn't do much of anything for Scaretober. Like, the plans I have for Scaretober kinda fell apart, so I wasn't able to do much of anything, so this will have to do. I'll just make a pickaxe. Cause, whoops. That's all I will need. Boop. Nice place out here, big pile of stone over there with coal. That's lovely. So I'll just... I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole, digging a hole. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Sorry I can't sing well while I'm whispering. Because again my mum is working. I think she's working till 1 AM or 2 AM. She usually does the night shifts or the late shifts. I have no idea if anyone is watching this right now. I suppose it doesn't matter. This will make a nice little cubby for the first night. Alright. So there's a lot more. I'm gonna need a better pickaxe. Let's just get some more stone. ready. Alright, that'll be enough for 3 more things. That'll be for a new pickaxe, check, and be for a sword, because I'm not planning on changing the difficulty, and also furnace. Let's put the furnace here so I can feel safe, and we can get some torches as well. There we go. Now I'm going to go murder some innocent animals for my ravenous satisfaction, to quench my hunger. Come back here. Come back here. Thank you. Your sacrifice will not go to waste. Who's next? You?
Die. Die.
4 steaks. Delicious. I'll wait till I iron before I touch the sheep. Pigs, however. Why is it not registering? There we go. Oink. You know what would be funny? If their faces turn red when you hit them. Like, just their face. And they did that cute little angry face. Honestly, the reason I find like that meme funny of the little angry pig with Cult of Ham, it's not because I find it funny, it's because I find it adorable. It feels like chicken. There is a pink sheep. Please don't despawn. Alright, let's gather up some seeds and I think 16 seeds is more than enough, and I can gather more coal. I wish I could have downloaded the Nightmare Before Christmas resource pack from the pack that the Microsoft, and the Switch get. Like that pack. I played on it earlier with the Microsoft Windows 10, but the controls on it are a little buggy for me. The PC one, for me, is much smoother because it's actually built for PC instead of being built for controllers and then having PC controls added later. Right, there's something I kind of wanted to do, like, for a supernova, I made this really cool, Gruntilda mask with a, mechanical jaw, and by mechanical I mean when I open my mouth, she opens her mouth. Like, it was the first time I ever made that kind of mask, and I'm really proud of myself for actually being able to do it. And what I wanted to do this year was to take one of our bikes and okay, better than nothing, still daylight outside. take one of the... That was useless. Like, take one of our bikes and take a bag of chocolate and like ride around and give kids chocolate and and then ask him,
Have you seen a bear and a bird?
I thought that would be fun, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it because, well, I'm Christian and Halloween's not exactly Christians, but then again I did do Scaretober for a couple of years. Like, the only reason I wasn't able to do it this year was because my plans kind of fell through. I was gonna do some speed paints, and I might do a speed paint later of one of the pieces I was gonna do because I find it really cute. But alright. So we're gonna need torch. That's not how doors are made, you silly goose. Right. Now, just gonna make a stone hoe. Maybe? Or should I wait? I think I'll actually gather more seeds and wait until we actually find a village. So that way I can station myself near the village, because villages are useful. Like, for emeralds you can get a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just gonna wait out here, and it started raining. So I am just going to set up a stove. Hold on. I've got plenty of coal, why not? This is gonna be fun. My first night in here. Shake my screen a little bit. I have to keep an eye on the chat just in case. Because I know the only one watching me right now is me, because I'm watching my own stuff to keep an eye on the chat, because I have no idea how to access the stream thing from here without going, oh, do you want to start a new stream? Alright. Up, there's a zombie. Hi, zombie. Then they usually spawn a little far off. It's gone now. Is there any spooky, scary skeletons? Spooky, scary skeletons spawning? Ah, alright. This one will take a piece of coal, and that's what is spook. I'll just have apples for now. Oops. Doot, doot, doot. I have to try and find a cave next. Don't you just love it when you start on your world? Like, one time I actually spawned on an island, and right nearby, like, I could swim there. Right nearby was a Asian monument. With the assistance of a few codes, I managed to empty it, and I actually legit mined all the like, I had to do it in peaceful so I wouldn't get shot or whatever. First, I had to turn the center chamber. There's a spider. I had to turn the center chamber into, like, a tank for the guardians to spawn. And then I got rid of the rest of it. Sorry, it is late. And then I kind of turned it into, like, an area, and then I made the tank bigger, so we had more guardians, but for some reason they kept on sinking to the bottom, and I have no idea how to fix that. What else can I talk about to make this a little more interesting? I suppose I can spout off a couple of opinions, I guess. My Little Pony is not the greatest show in the universe, but I still like it a lot. My favorite episode of Friendship with Magic so far is if you had to force me down, force me to choose, I would go the one where Big Mac proposes to Sugar Belle. That one's cute. And of course one of my other favourites is A Candlelit Wedding, because it introduced one of my favourite princesses, my second favourite princess, Princess Cadence. I like The Perfect Pair equally as well, because it's basically essentially the same concept. Hey, take what? I'm sorry for swearing. Hey. Woo! Skeleton! I need to eat now. I don't know why I did something that stupid. Well, at least I got some bones now. That'll come in handy. Ooh. Pork's ready. Cook the chicken next. Let's see, other opinions of other shows or other stuff. There's a special place in my heart for the Gregory Horror Show. I have grown to detest Five Nights at Freddy's, not for like any of the lore or any of the characters, but rather that every single time I come across its content, I end up having, let's just call them nightmares, but while I'm awake, if that makes sense. And and then about the movie about the banana splits being animatronics and killing people, I watched a couple of reviews. One of them thankfully didn't have much footage, so I was relatively safe with that one. But the second one, about halfway through, I had to turn it off because it was showing scenes I did not particularly want to see, the more violent scenes. Give me a minute. Alrighty, I'm done. So, like, I know that film's not really FNAF's fault, but apparently it was a thrown out FNAF script that they readapted. So yeah, apologies. Like, the lore stuff with MapPad is interesting, I will say, but I'll try and limit myself on watching that kind of lore stuff. The Minecraft stuff seems to be alright, the ones that he's doing. So anyway, if it is any indication, 0 out of 10 for the Last Witch movie. Would not recommend, especially if you're like me, who doesn't really word well with gory films. Oh great, there's a witch outside. That's fantastic. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be amazing. Alright, let's see. Anything other movies? Let's see, I'm trying not to pick a serious subject. Kittens are the second cutest beings in the universe. Don't at me. And the first cutest is human babies. Because human babies are like so precious. They are so precious and so cute, and they're full of wonder, and I just want them to grow up and be good people. Good, and they deserve to have a chance at life, and don't at me. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to kill a witch. Step outside. I might die. Wish me luck. Oh, thank you. Now I'm gonna kill again. Retreat. Shit, I expect. Alright, I killed the witch. Yeah. Yeah. Killed the witch. I got some gunpowder. This rain is gonna be annoying. I've got an arrow sticking in my arm and in my foot. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to use a cheat right now, but it's only going to be used for one thing, because I'd rather find the village as quickly as possible, so I'm just going to do this. Here we go. So, I will back up. And I'll make an axe. Here we go. In fact, I'll replace the hoe in this equation. There we go. Right. Now, which way are we going? Alright, so according to the directions. So that way, and that way. Yeah, so they're going in that direction. I don't see anything else. Let's go. monsters inside. Probably. Yeah, there's probably gonna be monsters. Ready? Go. Can't see past the effing rain. Okay, so. Alright, go. We'll get the rest of the... We might get the rest of that later. Right now, we have a village to find. I think we have a shop in. Might be this way. Let's double check. Yeah, I have a shop. What the? Oh. I have a shot the wrong direction. It's this way. Oh look, there's the village. And there's horses! Horses! Look at them! Whoops. Yeah, I got the microphone on. Horses! Oh, they're so cute. Look at the horses. They're all so cute. Okay. Oh yeah, I claim this house is mine. Anyway. Let's see what we got. There's a cave over there. Let's see, oops. Holy shit. Fog off. I said fog. F-O-G. It's time to clear up. Hello. Oh, it's a kitty. Hello, kitty. I love you, kitty. Hello, Iron Golem. You got this less than adequate cave entrance. Thanks for scaring me, you little regular jump scare right there. Alright. Let's see what we got to work here. We actually have an open cave with a little bit of a dark side down there. We can grab more iron down here. Let's put a light. Yes, I know it's bright down here, but still. There we go. There we go. Alright. We good. Aw, it's a baby. Hello, baby. Careful of the caves, baby. Be careful of the caves. At least this house has a floor. Alright. I kind of miss the days when they would like keep going infinitely if they spawned out of nowhere. So that way the houses would still look like they have a foundation. There's a little bit of a cave over there. A cave there, like I said before. Alright. Alright, I hereby claim this house as mine. Whoops. This house is mine and it's mine forever and it's mine. Alright, good. Alright. My bad. Pumpkins. I'm kinda hoping there's no dungeons nearby. Raising pain. I don't want to deal with a horde of zombies right now. This is a swamp. And that
There's a cute grey horse. Was that originally your pen? And you escaped because someone decided to put hay bales next to the fence. The heck? See mountains in the distance. I'm sorry, the sounds you must be hearing must be quite gross. I'm sorry. It's now 1 AM. I've been playing for half an hour. Or trying to get this to play for half an hour. Anyway. Hello, sheep. Hello, cows. I'm gonna have tempted to go on a stakeout to get slimes. So I'm gonna have to build a wall around the village. That'll be project 1. To build a wall around the village. Hello, where are you going? A bunch of potatoes, come on, not too much. Let's go to my newly acclaimed house. I'll not sleep when I need to. Here we go. Hi. Oopsie. Get rid of this. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna need a lot more stone. Do you think we have these? Let's make a bucket, because why not? I'm not sure if my house is within the confines of the village, but let's see. I'll play it safe and do what I normally do with these villages and split it into sections. So like the inner section and the outer section. The inner section will be for the part that is definitely the village, and the outer section will be for the parts that are maybe the village. It'll depend. My house probably isn't part of the village. Here's position. Not sure if I should venture into these yet. I should wait until I get some armor or something. So I require more iron. It's not much of a village, I can tell. There's not even a church, but yeah, whatever. Okay. I need a designated area. I don't need to mine anyway. Okay, this place also needs a designated farm. So I can see this place, as far as I can tell, it doesn't actually have a farm. Like, it doesn't really seem to have much of anything. It's got there, but aside from that, it doesn't really have anything. So we'll have to do some choppy chop. They're the fall. No, it's just regular horse. Still cute though. I want to sing a song, but I can't really.
Can't go to bed.
No.
Can't go to bed.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I'm trying to avoid any other opinions I can spat off while I'm doing this.
Let's see, I'm trying to pick something not heavy. Like, not surrounded by a heavy subject,
No. If I could tell you a secret, I kind of want to try making the, cheese puff sushi from Steven Universe. I kind of want to try that, but since I don't really like nori, I'll have to try and make it the way I normally make sushi rolls, like without nori, and that's using alternatives like spinach or cabbage, or I recently tested it with lettuce, like iceberg lettuce, and that worked pretty well. So I can maybe try it with either iceberg lettuce or the long shooted lettuce that I can't remember the name of right now. What else wouldn't be heavy?
I in no way, shape or form hate Cult of Ham. He's just that guy. Sometimes, like during the live streams, I notice he can give funny reactions with his anger. Aside from that, he doesn't seem wanting any real hate. But to be honest, I don't think the majority of people don't really warrant hate. Something's up.
I think it's working now again.
Okay. I'll just make a tree farm. Okay, tree farm. Alright, I think I have enough wood for what I want to do. I just need to remember the shape of it. There's flowers here. This might be a good spot.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact dimensions.
So no. I guess that's wide enough. It's order. Okay.
Check. gonna need some dirt. I'll get a shovel and collect some dirt. I'll use stone to collect the dirt. This iron's too valuable right now.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Oopsie, I best not try to whistle.
That should be more than enough. Okay.
That's my heater turning off. There we go. Then I gotta get the rest of the seeds. Or better yet, almost. Thank you. It's one. Yes, I know I'm spoiling your fun by going to bed, but I really don't want to deal with mobs right now. I can still hear mom working. So we're going over to that house there because they have the second part of what we need. And then if I find the other two parts, like say in another village, I'll make. God, sorry dude, it's for the greater good. I'll make a second farm if I find carrots, beetroot. In the meantime, it'll just have to be wheat and potatoes. Right. Now it's just missing one important piece. Just one important piece. Okay. I got a lot of plant stuff in my. Oh boy. I really just realized I already had sticks. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's 3 down the bottom. 2 either side. There we go. The piste. Resistance. Bing. Completed. Behold the farm for the village. Hey, you wanna be a farmer? You wanna be a farmer? Go on, try be a farmer. I built it just for you. Oh yes, someone's already got it. Yep, this is the farmer. Hello. Looks like it's anyway. Yep. I might be able to get some carrots from him if I upgrade him later on. At least now it has a farm. Now it has a farm. Okay. You stupid spider. Die. Can't really run anywhere because then I'd go to a cave system and then like I can't really run anywhere that already has exposed stone. There's not much I can really do. It's too dangerous to do it within the confines of the village because they could fall in. So you might have to just make it a separate entity, maybe somewhere over here. Let's see. I don't really hate anyone. Like, granted, there are some people whose work I don't really like, either because of the attitude they represent, the attitude they present, or the way they make their content. There are people like that I don't really like their content, but I don't really hate people. Not really. I should probably put some of this stuff. Alright, I'll be honest, I did have a video, I was thinking of doing a video on someone named Lily Pete. I don't really like the way they present themselves in their content. Sorry, presents herself in her content, but I do realize that there are some videos that I really like of hers, and I was gonna make a top 5 videos from Lily Pete that are good, but then I decided against it because watching the videos on her channel to find candidates started to wear thin on my psyche, I guess is the correct term. So I ultimately decided against it. Yes, because if there's one thing I need, it's dolomite. Anyway, off the top of my head, a couple of the candidates were her glass of water on Hit the Diamond, her video on Tropes versus Sheldon Cooper, because in that video I actually learned something I didn't know about Sheldon before, which I thought was really interesting. What else? And another one was Ishababu. Because I essentially agree with it, babies in cartoons are written the way they are for entertainment purposes and nothing more. They don't really have any actual cognition, so expecting them to get punished for things that really are the caregiver's fault, like neglect, this is not right. I don't think it's right.
So yeah, those are like 3 of the candidates that I considered, but ultimately I decided against it because, again, mental stuff. But also it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I could do a response video on this one guy, but the video that he put up that I was gonna respond to is over an hour long, and he has a very, very loud voice that hurts my ears even at low volume, which, I'll be honest, I'm not sure 100% whether or not that is on him or if it's just the way he talks and it's a habit. So yeah, I'll decide against it because starting to shiver. Okay, how long have we been playing? Nearly an hour. Maybe. I was thinking, like, instead of doing a response video, I might do a video, where I've done a bunch of research on how the laws in the Old Testament and the laws in the New Testament differ, because I've noticed there's quite a few people who don't seem to understand the difference and either choose to not research it or just run with it thinking that they're right when they're not. And and I know there's at least a couple out there who do know the correct answer. Rats. Like, who know the correct answer but choosing to ignore it just to put us down. But I haven't met those individuals yet, but I know they exist. Yes, there's always individuals like that, just like there's individuals who still think it's God's plan for all gay people to die. Man, that was unintentionally dark, I'm sorry. There are people who ignore evidence just because they want to be right about something. Now, I will say this here and now, it is not God's plan to murder all homosexual people or people in the LGBT community. That is not it at all. There is one thing I know from Old Testament to New Testament. Back in the Old Testament, God was trying to build a physical kingdom, like a place that actually existed on Earth. I despise Dolomite with a passion because it only gives me 1 iron. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yes, in the Old Testament, God was focusing on building a physical kingdom, and that physical kingdom needed rules. And to help the Israelites stand out from other nations, he came some of the ritual rules that were constituted into the law of Israel at the time. Things like not trimming the edges of your beard, not sewing 2 different kinds of cloths together, not allowing to eat bugs that swim on the ground or pork or anything like that. Like, those were ritual rules just for Israel at the time. And actually, we're kind of bad at actually following those rules, like with the judges and with the kings. Comparatively, there was only a handful of good kings, and there was, and in the book of Judges, let's see, it was either 12 or 14 judges in total. You can look it up yourself if you're not, if you're not sure, because I'm busy playing a game right now. And apparently the person who did the best job of all was the only female judge, Deborah. Don't ask me why. I just realised I have... What did I do? I just the shovel. Anyway, back to the thing. By the time of the New Testament, there were the Pharisees and the Sadducees who ended up making more laws on top of the laws already given. Which means some of the laws that they came up with weren't actually God's rules, but rather rules they came up with themselves to make them appear more holy because they thought that's what God wanted, or they wanted to boost their own egos. So anyway, in the New Testament, or the New Promise, instead of God building a physical kingdom, from that point onwards up to today, he is building a spiritual kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, where anyone of any nationality and any cultural background, I don't know why I'm putting stone back, and even any preference of sexual attraction can become a Christian. Anyone of any nationality, of any orientation, of no matter what failings we have, whether it's physical deformities, mental illness, or like people who are who have done really, really bad things. Any one of those people can join, because in the New Testament, let's see, in the Old Testament, the original rules and the laws there were necessary because they couldn't get through their heads that God was trying to bless them without them working for it, just basically giving it to them, and they didn't want that. They wanted to work for it, so he said, okay, fine, I'll let you work for it. So he made all these, what was I saying, of sacrificing purest lambs and best of the crops and all that. But from Jesus' time and nowadays, we didn't have to do that anymore because Jesus essentially paid our debts. And so the only thing we need to do to take this to become clean is to accept his invitation to come into our lives and help us become better people. That is essentially the core Christianity, what we're meant to do. We're supposed to spread what we believe is the truth and continually grow to become better people. That is ultimately our goal. And also to spread God's love, and because he gives us endless love, unconditional endless love, and we are meant to hand that to others. even if they treat us poorly, we are meant to treat them with kindness and love. Of course, that is... Apparently it takes 21 days for a habit to become a habit. And I know for a fact that some of us still do struggle with showing kindness to everyone. I know for a fact I sure do. But
that is ultimately over here.
us becoming a Christian is essentially saying, I recognize that I'm broken, but I want to be better. I recognize that may not be the best person I could be, but I want to be. Help me. That is basically what we're saying when we become Christian. Anyway, so there was I. Right. So about the new laws, we don't really have to follow the ritual rules anymore. And since it's no longer a physical kingdom but a spiritual one, the laws that were made for the nation, like the kill the gays one, and the one and the ones that right now I go into, you can look it up yourself. All I know is that I think back then you only had consent to do the deed if you're married, and even then only with your spouse. I'm pretty sure that's it. If I'm wrong, if I'm interpreting it wrong, people who study the Bible, if I have interpreted that wrong, please tell me. Anyways, rules like that, we don't have to follow those anymore, because we're not a physical nation. We're essentially brothers and sisters in Christ. That's pretty much the best way we can describe it. The easiest way for people to digest. Hello, cutie. So yeah, that's why these days when you trim your beard or eat pork or eat ants or sew two different cloths together, or be kind to people who are in the LGBT community, if you do any of those things, you're not sinning. You're not sinning. Anyway, I guess while we're on the topic, I'll state this right now, I do not condone the practice of... I do not condone people throwing homosexual people off of rooftops. I do not condone parents disowning their children because they are homosexual. I do not condone people saying gays should die, and I do not condone the Westboro Baptist Church trying to preach that God hates the homosexual people when he doesn't. He doesn't at all. He shed his blood for you. Of course he doesn't. I'm gonna make brick walls, because I'm gonna need something else. Boop. Okay.
I think I'll put this somewhere in the village to give someone another job.
I'll
put you by the farm.
Boop. No. Alright. Where was I? Oh yeah. Basically I don't condone the cruel treatments that the LGBT community has been getting from some groups. It's wrong, it's barbaric. It shouldn't be happening, but it does. In 2019 of all places. So, if someone is watching this in the future, and you happen to be on the LGBT spectrum, LGBT community, welcome, God loves you, God wants the best for your life, and I wish you the best, and I hope you have a happy and prosperous life. Anyway, I think I'll be done. Oops. Anyway, it's 1:30 in the morning. I think I'll hit the sack now. Sorry that this stream has visually been rather boring. I apologize for that. And I hope y'all have a good day. Let me just get rid of some of this. Now if you'll excuse me. Charge! Oh, hold on. How do I end the stream? Oop.